What's going on, guys? Game Crunch here again, and today I didn't really want to talk about Palworld again, but here we go, back to Palworld. This game will not quit, so I'm just checking the news, looking for stuff to make videos on, and Palworld's done it again. Holy cow. Let's take a look at this real quick. Let's just get right into this. Ooh, Selena Gomez. So look at this crap, man. Microsoft says Palworld is the biggest third-party Game Pass launch ever. I'm not really that surprised by that. This is what I'm surprised by. Pocket early access hit Palworld has now been played by a total of 19 million players. So there's a bit of a divide there between Xbox and PC. The latest sales update, Japanese developer claims it's now sold 12 million on Steam. 12 million now. And Game Pass has another 7 million. So totaling 19 million players. Holy cow. What did the last Pokemon sell? Hang on, let's look at this real quick. What did Pokemon, what the hell were they called? Violet and Scarlet sales. Let's see. So game 23.23 million. So that's between two different games as well. You know, a lot of people bought both copies. I didn't. I usually get the second one a little later if I can find it used cheap somewhere. But 23.23. Palworld is not far behind the last Pokemon game. That's impressive. Holy crap. So is that, hang on, when is this from? That's from November 2023. So, okay. It's probably done a couple million more since then, especially over the holidays. So let's call it, what's Wikipedia say? Same number. So I don't think they've reported. They probably haven't reported how many more, but wow. So let's say for the sake of that, they're probably at 25, 26 million because of the holidays. And, wrong website. Palworld's already at 19. Now, keep in mind, 7 million of that is Game Pass. So those aren't sales. I didn't buy the game. I'm playing it on Xbox Game Pass. Would I buy the game? I don't know. Honestly, and maybe I'll do a video about it, but I already did a video about my initial take on the game. And I enjoy the game. I like the game. And maybe it's just the Xbox version. But the fact that I just keep running into these stupid glitches and it's just getting frustrating to the point where I haven't really played it in a couple days, to be honest with you. But I probably put about 30 or so hours into it. I think I'm like level 30 or something, and I've caught 75 different pals or something like that. I've explored most of the map at this point. It's just, it's starting to take a little bit of fatigue for me. I'm not huge into these builder sort of games, and I think that's why, but... Anyway, let's finish this article and see what else they have to say. According to Microsoft, Palworld is the biggest third-party Game Pass launch. Peaked at 3 million daily active users. So that's daily. That's not all. That's not concurrent, but it's daily. We're providing support to enable dedicated servers, offering engineering resources to help with GPU and memory optimization. So Microsoft sees the success of this game and they are trying to push it because Microsoft thinks they have a big win here. What do you think the chances are that Microsoft, just come in my head right now, what do you think the chances are that Microsoft tries to buy Pocket Pair? Might happen. They just spent $69 billion buying Activision Blizzard, but maybe Pocket Pair. Who knows? I'm throwing it out there right now. I think in the next year, this is my prediction. By next year, they're going to buy Pocket Pair. Yep, I'm throwing it out there. It's happening. Since launching into early access, PC, Xbox on Friday, Palworld has become a huge breakout success. We know that. However, the survival game's success ignited Discord, which I've talked about, between the similarities and whatnot. There's been no real updates from Nintendo on that, or the Pokemon Company. But it did break its silence regarding Palworld and said it was investigating if it infringes on IP rights. which I think what they're really going to look at there is those models. They're going to want to look at those character models and see if they were just stolen and either shrunk down, blown up, whatever, to make the pals. And I think that might be the only real ground they have, if any. I'm not a lawyer, to stand on. But I digress. We have not granted any... this is basically what the Pokemon company said here. We have not granted any permission, which we already know that. That's old news. So we'll continue to cherish. Yeah. PR speak, corporate BS speak. But anyway, very crazy. I did not in a million years see this game doing that well. I heard about this game and I was like, I mean, if they get 1 million, I'm sure that's probably what's in their head too. They probably release this game and like, if we sell 1 million, like we killed it. We're running all the way to the bank with that 1 million sales, and they've definitely cleared it with 12, and I'm sure they're going to get a nice fat check for 7 million players on Xbox, of which I am one of. So, what are your thoughts down below? Let me know. Are you playing on Xbox? Are you playing on Steam? If you're playing on Xbox, I'd actually like to know, how many glitches have you started to run into with this game? I mean, it's been a bit of a turnoff for me personally. I've ran into stuff. I keep having the problems, and I've heard the reports about this, that the pals, you put them in the base and you tell them to do stuff and they just don't listen, or they get stuck on stuff. That's the thing that frustrates me the most, is I'll be out exploring the world, all of a sudden you get, what's that? It's not Wooloo, that's the Pokemon. I always call them by their Pokemon lookalikes. But the little sheep guy, he's stressed out, he's binge eating, he's doing that, and I go to the base and I can't find the thing. And I'm like, where is he? And he's stuck somewhere. He's stuck somewhere on my base. So then I have to put him in the PC and then pull him back out to basically reset him, and then give him some pets and stuff to kind of cheer him up. And I'm like, man, it just gets so frustrating, because every time I leave the base, one of these guys is getting stuck. Or I've noticed that some of the bigger pals, you put them in the base, and then I put doors on my base, and they can't get out the damn doors. So they just get stuck, and they can't do half the stuff you need them to do. And then I tried to make this like double layer base as well, and they just couldn't figure out how to get on top. So then I wasted all these materials to build this stuff. I mean, you can just break it down and rebuild it, but where I kind of put my base was I wasn't really thinking. It was just brand new in the game. I kind of put it where it starts, and I mean, I should have picked somewhere that maybe had a little bit more room to move around, but I could always build another base. But anyway, I haven't touched the game in a couple days, just because a few of those things kind of got a little frustrating to me. And, this is the other big one. I kept having problems. I'm exploring the map, right? And I'm using one of the flyers. I think Vanworm is his name. I really like Vanworm. He's a cool pal. So I'm using Vanworm to fly around the map. And I'm exploring places, and I'm looking for those towers, because I want to get to the towers, and I want to beat all the towers. That way I can get to the tree, because I already tried to go to the tree, and it doesn't let you go to the tree. It just stops you with a red wall. Sorry for any spoilers, but not too much is spoiled there. Anyway, I'm flying around the map, and I noticed that at times the ground textures don't load. So then when the ground textures don't load, you fall through the freaking map. So I was exploring one of those snow towers up at the top, and I think it's in the north, east side of the map. I'm exploring up there, and the ground texture didn't load, and I'm high up on this mountain. Okay, I'm not just regular sea level. I'm high up on this mountain. I fall through the mountain, and I fall far. So then, because I couldn't fly up high enough again to get back through the texture, to get back onto the mountain after it did load, I had to surf my ass across the water, because all underneath the mountain is just water, which you can't normally see, but because I fell through the map. Anyway, I'm going, and I have to surf and surf and surf until I get to a place where it's high enough that I can get up to and kind of clip through the world. And then I gotta climb the freaking mountain again. So yeah, it was just a few things like that. And I mean, I've explored some caves, and all the caves are really the same over and over again. And I feel like the game needs a little bit of balance as far as the XP balance between when you kill something versus when you catch something. And the fact that it only gives you a little tiny bit of XP to kill something, but it gives you a crap ton of XP whenever you catch something, but only the first 10 catches. So it only lasts for so long. So I feel like you kind of hit a little bit of a brick wall, and then you got to keep making the spheres, and the spheres take all these materials and it takes so much time. So it's just kind of got that little bit of fatigue that I've ran into with games of its style before. And maybe it just doesn't click with me personally as a player as it may with some other people, maybe some more Arc enjoyers out there. But that's just me. Anyway, I kind of got on a little digression there about about my experience with the game, but maybe we'll do a little bit longer video about that. I might play it a little bit tonight if I've got some time. Don't know. But let me know what you think down below. I think that's absolutely nuts that it's 19 million, really 12 million, plus 7 million Game Pass, but 19 million. Man, it's coming up on Pokemon. So Microsoft's got themselves a hit. And again, Pocket Pair, I think in the next year, Xbox is going to buy them. I'm just throwing it out there as my prediction. That's a prediction completely out of my ass. Don't take it with any sort of anything. But anyway, catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.